These are futuristic, but on the ground, there is an interplay. The speaker has refused the letter. So now you are in a conundrum. You don't know whether there is an acting governor or he has reverted to his position. If you say it is mere transmission of a letter means that he has resumed and that this man has reverted, these other people are saying, no, we have not debated. You already have a crisis. And what suffers? Governance will suffer in that state. And when governance suffers, who will be? So we need to work assiduously to make sure that the things for which Taraba people voted for people, whether the speaker or the governor, they do their job. Now, what will happen will be politics. There will be marabouts all over the place. There will be solidarity visits, pseudo solidarity visits. All of that will continue in such a manner.
Do you see a situation where people in Taraba State will say, well, we need to see our governor?
They must come to that point. If I'm in Taraba, the first thing is that
they don't get to see him.
Yeah, all that. If I'm in Taraba, I'm not interested in the legal tussles that are going on. All I want is, I love my governor. He's been away for 10 months. Can he say good morning to me and go back to his seat? That solves it. Once he
how
says,
will that affect governance?
How it affects governance? You know that governance is not just legalistic. Why do governors attend events? If they are cocooned in their offices, they can also govern. They can govern from their offices, but they attend events so that there can be chemistry
if they are shielding him,
governed and the rule.
Building on this, or following up on this response of yours, if some people are shielding him,
yes,
don't you think it's a question of time?
There's a limit to how long. Do we really have that time? See, all this time that we play on, when you play,
because even if maybe this is on a long shot, the budget year or budget coming year and time and again, he'll have to perhaps address the House of Assembly with the budget, but then there will be times where you may just need to address the people.
Chamberlain, this is about resources. All of this
resources.
Yes, this whole conversation is about people laying their hand on the resources of the
state.
They
don't really care about.
See, when there are issues that are playing up in Taraba, Christian Muslim conversation is going on there. Both the people who are talking about Christian are themselves not really any of that. That's not their concern. The concern is that if you put away the governor, the acting governor, if you put him out in a position of irrelevance where he can't take any decision, and this governor is recuperating, who then, you simply hear that the governor has approved.
Well, that particular argument won't even do the country or anyone any good. They should just stick to what is the right thing to do.
That's where we are. That's what I'm saying, that all you will get now is that the governor has approved. And, of course, we don't need to see the governor to implement his approval. That's the next line of argument. So, what happened? You saw the Toure, situation. So, yes, we saw him. He has said, until Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, then acting, he was supposed to sign, and that is buttressing the point that you have made. He was supposed to sign, I think, the budget of that very year, and he said, "I can't sign. You are the ones who are seeing him. Let's bring him to sign." So he put them in a situation in which they couldn't do anything. But within that interregnum, our country was in a standstill, and people were pillaging resources of our country without let or hindrance.
But you say it's a long shot. If the deputy governor were to be approached and say, okay, well, sign the budget.
No,
they won't even approach him since the governor is there.
No, that's what I'm telling you. Now, the situation is more complicated, that he can sign, and then this same commissioner will come on air and tell you that you don't.
Are they suggesting that the governor can't even sign a letter or write a letter? Because if they are raising questions about that one for the House of Assembly.
If people are raising questions, this governor, he had jet lag for 72 hours. He traveled for 14 hours. He had jet lag. People saying, okay, we are not sure this letter was signed by the governor. After 72 hours, you call the speaker on phone and say, I signed this letter. Or, can you come and see me? Look, this thing, there's a periodic conversation between the executive and the legislature, even at the national level.
So that would have settled it.
puts his phone. He has a telephone. The speaker, I'm here, I'm back. I signed the letter. What is the problem? That once that happens, when the speaker is saying, I am not sure this man is the one that signed that letter, where the onus is on the governor of Taraba State to bring down the tension in that state. If he's healthy, if he's mentally in a good state, if he's okay, and he has recuperated and he's recovering, all that he needs to do is, guys, I don't want this trouble going on. I don't think we should put our state in this whole stress.
Just one last question. You said you're not going to speak for the speaker, but you have refused to comment on whether his action was right or wrong. Do you think
you want me to deal with constitutional?
Because a host of people have said
you want
that
me to deal with
he doesn't have that right.
On a prima facie basis.
Yes.
Even if I say it's right or wrong, the courts, the reason why we have courts is to interpret whether what he has done is right or wrong. My personal views about his actions may not matter much, but what is important is that the crisis that his refusal to agree to that letter, the non-appearance of Governor Dan Baba Suntai, creates a situation of crisis. And I think the people that will suffer will be the people of Taraba, who expect good governance, who expect, and there's a feeling, there's a flow from the from the led to the leaders. That is lacking now. That chemistry is not there. Proxies are talking.
Okay.
Proxies are speaking, and that is unhealthy.
So many tweets coming through about this matter, but his Twitter initials is MD, but his Twitter name is Corruption 101. He says, look, this Taraba State Suntai return issue is a complete fraud. I don't mind flying from England to expatiate my claims. And then Victor says, look, I believe one who is sick should take time and recover. And it just keeps going on. But this is not a matter that will go away anytime soon. But I guess time will reveal a lot of things as this one do go by. We'll have to thank you for coming on. Nwagu is the convener, Say No Campaign Nigeria. Thank you for coming on again. We're back in just a moment. Please join us again.